They big mad over this. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Put in discount code United We Stand. Get 20% off the entire store. United We Stand, 20% off the entire store. That includes my book. But I'm telling y'all right now, man, the Don Fathers Matter is just selling like hotcakes. Y'all better get them now before they sell out. And some of them are already sold out. And probably by the time you watch this, all of it may be sold out. But if you click on notify me when made available, we already have restock on its way. It will notify you when the products are back in stock. You'll get the first email. You'll be able to get it while you can. Make sure you use discount code United We Stand, just for my YouTube people, because I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I want you to watch some moments that I think have been pivotal in history. And unfortunately, this has been history in the making. The removal of the mask mandate on airplanes and in the airport and in Ubers have been monumental. I had the pleasure of flying when they initially announced that there would no longer be a mask mandate. I'm gonna show you some videos so you can kind of see the hoorah and excitement around the country. And then I'm gonna come back and tell you some stories on my experience with this whole thing. Roll the film.
And on board the aircraft. If you would like to continue wearing your mask, please feel free to do so. We do have extras if you'd like one. First time in 2 years.
Removed the mask mandate, so everyone can remove their mask and enjoy and celebrate.
Masks are no longer required on domestic flights or U.S. airports, while employees and customers are no longer required to wear a mask. They may do so if they choose.
Now, and for all of y'all that flew this past weekend that's going to fly in the future, it is a wonderful, beautiful thing to not wear masks anymore. And I would argue that most people are taking the mask and throwing it in the trash. I have not seen a pilot wear a mask. They probably weren't wearing a mask when they were required once they shut the door. But haven't seen a pilot. Most flight attendants are not wearing masks. However, ladies and gentlemen, the smeltdown is real. People are big mad. They still in their feelings. Why, Brandon? Because they've made this a religion. They have made this a god. They have made wearing a mask and shaming people and acting like I'm a part of the solution to saving the world a part of their identity. And when that gets taken away because logic is now come to the forefront and your virtue signal, because you've never had any value in life in your own mind, and your virtue signal is now over, they don't know what to do. I'm going to tell you the story about my first experience. I was on a flight from Phoenix to, where was I going? I forget where I was going. Phoenix to Charlotte, because I had to go to Charlotte to come back to Nashville. So I went to Phoenix to Charlotte and get on a plane, and rumors are out that they're going to release the mandate. So I'm sitting next to a gentleman, didn't even notice he didn't have his mask on. Now, mind you, y'all, I don't wear a mask in the airport. I normally wear it just when I get on a plane, because I can't, listen, I fly around the country. I cannot afford to be kicked off no American Airlines with all my points and my executive platinum status. So I'm on the plane, and I just happened to look over at the guy they were serving us drinks, and he didn't have a mask on. And he go, "And you don't have to wear a mask." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, I went to the whole airport and they didn't say nothing to me about a mask. They just passed, the higher court, the federal court just struck down the mask mandate." I said, "Really?" And so I ended up saying, "You know what? I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't want them arguing. I hate conflict like that, because then I get very upset with people. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna wear a mask just like this guy. Whole flight went through not wearing a mask. Neither one of us wore masks. And so that started the trend of saying, okay, when I get on my flight from Charlotte to Nashville, I'm gonna see what happens. So I walk around the airport, no mask, get ready to get on a plane, and just so happened, this black lady, and this is something that I've noticed, and this is the pervasiveness of culture, and people try to act like there's no such thing as black culture. I think that the majority of black people share a very similar culture and mindset. So I've noticed that most black people are still wearing a mask. it's probably 60-40, still wearing a mask for whatever reason. I think it's because voting for Democrat and watching CNN all day can brainwash an entire culture of people. But anyway, black lady and then the white lady, right? The white lady, she don't, I think they both got masks on, but I get to the line, I'm the only one without a mask, and the black lady literally screams at me. She's not even at the terminal checking my ticket. She's over here on the side doing the paperwork. Y'all know how they have one checking your ticket to go on the plane. They have one doing the paperwork. She yelled, "You need to have a mask on before you get on this flight." And then, and she yelled at me in front of everybody. And so I'm like joking back. I said, I thought y'all were done with this stuff already. No, you need to have, you ain't getting on this flight. And I'm just like, all right, lady, I'm going to put the mask on for 0.2 of a second so you can shut up. And so I just put the thing on, went like this. It went on and off at the same time. And it's funny because the white lady that was checking me in was like, they ain't going to make you wear that mask on the plane. So don't even worry about it. Don't even trip. So I get down there and I get on the plane and the flight attendant don't have a mask on. And the other flight attendant does, and everybody else on the plane has a mask on. So I get on, I ain't got no mask on. And then the lady next to me, she takes her mask, the young lady next to me take her mask off. And then it was the most beautiful experience that I've ever experienced. Man, I'm not lying. I feel like I was a part of like history, like a great moment of time in history where the pilot got on and said, and I'll show y'all that video. Or that video will be linked somewhere. It's on my social media. The pilot got up and said, look, we ain't doing this no more. You can keep wearing it if you want to, but you don't have to. And that was one of the greatest moments this year. I'm not going to lie, man. It's such a relief to be able to fly without wearing that muzzle. You can breathe better. It just feel like America again. But there's still people that are stuck on, y'all know what I'm going to say. They stuck on stew mode. And like the lady next to me on the flight today, because I just flew from Tennessee and I'm now in Raleigh, Durham. Lady next to me is literally got the thing over her face and she's just pulling it down and put some crumbs in her mouth and pulling it down to drink and then pulling it down. And I'm just like, y'all ain't gonna never let this go. You beat everybody over the head about trusting the science. And now, according to the government, according to the laws, according to science, it is no longer necessary to have that mask on in the airport. But they can't let it go, man. They cannot let it go. If you really cared and you really was an intelligent person and you said, I'm afraid of the COVID smovie, then you wouldn't even fly. You would drive. And just say you did fly. You wouldn't take your mask down to drink water and eat food. You would keep it on the entire time because you are afraid. And if you actually really did your research, being on an airplane is probably the most purified air and safe environment for you if you think you're going to catch the COVID smovie. But they don't do no research. It's all virtue signal. Now that virtue signal is gone, they don't have a purpose. They don't have a life. They don't know what to do. They mad at you because you're not falling for the shenanigans. But anyway, y'all comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. I just had to share my story, man. It was a very incredible moment to experience that. Unfortunately, we had to experience that in our country. We shouldn't have because we're living in America and we're free. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you go to the Oxtail Store, get your merch. I'm out.